Hello everyone, I am Dhruv and I am sharing my LLM evaluation work today with you all. Let me walk you through the outline of my project and then we'll jump to the demo. So first of all, users start the application. They will select different LLM and generate different responses by asking different questions, and this uh, traces or response are directly stored into a platform called Phoenix, which is provided by Arize AI. Then I am using different LLM as a judge and mark the generated responses from the previous step as valid or invalid, because uh, either we can use a human annotator who can annotate each and every response as valid or invalid, but just to save some time, I am using different LLM to work as a judge and mark each response as valid or invalid. Then I select different this annotated responses and create a golden data set with a ground truth. Then this golden data set will be uh, will be tested with different models, and then each model's output is evaluated for hallucination and their question answer ability and their reasoning. Then I will run some experiment on the same data set. This experiment will be performed by different models, and it will show how exactly the particular model is generating response compared to the expected output in our data set. So let's jump into our demo. So this is my Streamlit tab. So here user can select different kind of model. For example, I am for firstly choosing llama, and let me generate some responses. Twenty 2024 elections for USA. Okay, so it's the my model llama is not able to answer this particular question. And let me try mixture. Let me ask another question. So I generated one response, and you can see in my Phoenix platform, I am using default project as of now. So my particular response is automatically saved in my Phoenix platform. That I use Llama 3.3. It is also mentioned over here who won election for USA, and this is my response. Let me generate another response. Write a haiku for Virat Kohli. Okay. So here also you can see the generated responses. The same traces will be displayed over here too in simplified form. And here you can also analyze the latency for different models. I can easily see that latency for Mixtral was very less. Okay. So I generated two responses, two traces as of now. Let me go through and use different LLMs as a judge, and then I will annotate how the generated response is valid or no. For example, let me select gamma, and I'll start evaluation. So it will start evaluation, and yes, I got the evaluation output, and it also gives me explanation that why particular model is giving valid label for my traces. So here you can see my two traces got annotated and both of them is valid. And let me see what's the feedback. So the explanation is the answer provides a haiku about Virat Kohli as requested in the question. Okay. So I can, for this validation, I can really change my particular prompt underneath, or I can also ask user to provide their custom prompt so that the validation is as per the requirement of a user. So let me just try to evaluate with different model. For example, 3.3 llama versatile. Okay, for this one also, it's giving me valid for both. Okay, then I will first of all create a golden data set from all of my these traces. So as of now, if you can see, I created one data set, but it's empty. I don't have any examples over there. So I will go through my projects. I will select the traces I want. For example, this all four valid traces I will select and choose it as a ground truth. And then I will just add it to dataset and select dataset LLM evaluation. Okay, now I will go to dataset, and as you can see, I have four of my examples that I selected and added from my generated traces. Now I will go to evaluate with existing dataset. Here I will choose different model and test my data set for hallucination and their reasoning. For example, I have to put my data set name. This is my data set name. And let's use this Llama 3.3 versatile model itself, and I'll press enter and it will start evaluation. Okay, as you can see, my evaluation is done now, and my Llama 3.3 versatile model evaluated one of the responses from my data set as hallucinated and other three as factual, and there are QA output as well that all of them are correctly answering user prompt, uh, and explanation and everything is also in there. So here user can easily visualize how their wor- model is working, if it is work to analyze like it's working as per the requirement or no. For example, my this model is generate for a particular data set 25% of my data is hallucinated and 75% is factual. I can choose a different model and see. For example, let me see with gamma. Okay, so for gamma, it's saying that all the data is factual and all the data is correct. So here, with this analysis, one can know that how, as per the requirement, particular model is working, and it is working good or no, and they can select a model for their requirement and use in their application. So on top of that, I also implemented experiments on the given data set. So as of now, if I go to experiments in on Felix Arize platform, you will see no experiments done as of now. So same thing, I have to copy my data set and I'll put it, and I'll select the model name. And as soon as I press enter, it will start running experiments. You will see experiments over here. Let me reload it. Okay, so right now it's running the experiments. So that's why, okay, my experiments are done. So this experiment, I put a very simple evaluation that my expected output in my data set and the generated output with the particular model chosen by user, how similar are generated result. So using this data, one can know that particular model is generating data as per the requirement or no. So this is my particular evaluation. I can use different model too. Over here, you can see that my expected output is this one. My input message is this one. My model output that chosen over here is this one. And all of these are similar result. Only this result is not similar. So if for this example, if particular person cannot afford being their model hallucinated, then they can choose a different model. Okay, over here you can see my expected output rate is only 75. So it's only work, the accuracy is 75% basically, you can say. Or you can open this experiment also, you can see how uh, annotation and everything is work. Let me just try with different models. For example, mixture. Okay. Experiment is done with the mixture model, and will we go to data set? This data set. Okay. So for Mixtral, it's giving me 100% accuracy, like all the expected output is matched with the generated output of a Mixtral model. So this is my whole project. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.